Welcome to Vietnam. We were blown away by the amazing natural landscapes here, from the bright and exciting capital city of Hanoi to the mountainous rice fields and waterfalls of Sapa, and the famous UNESCO World Heritage Sites of Ha Long Bay and Ninh Binh. We spent 10 days exploring Vietnam, and if you're interested in how much to budget and what to add to your itinerary, stay tuned. You do not want to miss this one. What's up, explorers? Welcome back to our channel. We're the Choose here from Choose to Explore, where we teach you guys how to see the world
and save $1.
So we're just coming from an amazing trip in Singapore, and the next stop on this destination is none other than Vietnam. So this trip was $502, and that included the stop over in Singapore with Singapore Airlines. And this is a bucket list trip that we planned to do during our honeymoon, but we didn't get to happen, and talk to them about that, Liv.
So basically last time we really messed up our Vietnam visas, but this time we came prepared. We got our visas about a month in advance, but we recommend getting yours at least 2 weeks in advance.
And these requirements are for U.S. citizens to enter Vietnam. So right from the airport, we took the 86 bus, which takes you from the airport directly to the city center. It only costs 45,000 dong per person, which is a little bit over $1, and it even includes Wi-Fi. So see the world, save $1, definitely the way to do it here in Vietnam. Alright, and we're just checking into our Airbnb here in Hanoi. And we're a little bit outside of the Old Quarters, but it's a great location. It's definitely lively here. This was a grand total of $24 a night, and I love the open space, the beautiful studio style living, and I really like the bathtub that's right there. So we're here for 4 nights, and let's get out and explore now. So Hanoi is definitely a lively city. As we're walking, there are so many different lights, there are so many different bikes, there are so many different people out, and the bikes, they have their own rules. Like, they don't follow what the signs say, they go whenever they want, and they even park on the sidewalks and drive on the sidewalks too. So be careful and watch out for these bikes here, guys. Alright, and we just went to Quang Phu Cau, which is a speakeasy, and it was really interesting because we were the only ones there, and it's Friday night, but it was a really cool ambiance and environment. They had a DJ, they had really good drinks. I don't drink, and I will say that was the best mocktail I ever had, because normally when I have mocktails, it's usually like they just substitute the alcohol with like seltzer water or something, but this seems like it was actually a mocktail.
Yeah, I had a lychee martini, and it was so good, and we shouldn't have been the only ones there. So if you're in Hanoi, definitely check it out. Alright, so right now we're walking along this lake that is actually known for its Confucius temple, and it's really cool around here because it's a pedestrian only section, so there's no cars driving around.
Well, that's not true. I do see some cars over here. Maybe they don't have their license as well. These are some reckless drivers.
So we walked like 30 seconds away from where we're staying, and we landed at the Incense Coffee. It opened at 7 a.m. and we got here right when they opened, so we have a place to ourselves. It's very nice and cozy. It's like a bookshop, and they have a really great drink. So I had a nice hot coffee with condensed milk, and it tasted so rich and chocolatey. It was really good. Has me up and ready for the day.
This place is beautiful. It's literally 2 floors. It has trees here, a lot of greenery, and just a beautiful place to come do work, hang out. Wi-Fi is strong, so I definitely recommend it to get your day started. So actually Vietnam was also colonized by the French, so there's a strong French influence here. You can see it with the architecture and the food. So Liv decided to also get a croissant, and they're the best croissants that I've had outside of Paris.
Alright, and I also decided to get another coffee. This time I got an ice cold brew, and I wanted to try something a little bit different. So it actually has orange juice mixed in it as well as cinnamon. It's different. I think it might be an acquired taste, but it's gonna wake me up. It's gonna do the job.
So we just had a really cool and unique experience there in Train Street. Liv, talk about it.
Yeah, so we were there, we were taking pictures, and we met one of the most kind ladies in the world. So she welcomed us into her coffee street, which was at 28 Railway Coffee. She set us up with a table. She had really great drinks, and she also took pictures for us as well. And she let us know the train schedule.
So she was really good, and that's how you support the local economy, is by supporting local family-owned shops. And the craziest part about it is I was talking to her and she asked me, do I know this girl? And it was my friend who we actually went to Cuba with. Where is Bree? Go check her out. And I don't know if she's gonna think that all black people know each other, but in actuality we actually did know each other. We are really good friends. So there you go. But now we're heading south. We just got our grab, and this is about 300,000 Vietnamese dong in order to go south. And let's go for the next part of our journey, another unique experience here in Vietnam. Here in Quang Phu Cau, and it was about 1:15 on a grab, and it was well worth it. It's so beautiful to see all the incense. They have so many different colors. They have reds, they have maroons, they have purples, they have yellows, they have greens, and it smells so good and so fragrant. Alright, so now we're in like a more remote area. We're a little bit outside of the city. And talk about it, Liv.
Yeah, I guess they've never really seen black people. I don't know, because they really wanted to risk their life and take a picture with us. She was standing in the middle of the street. There's bikes coming this way, that way. I don't know. It was kind of hectic, but okay.
I guess the picture was worth it. I wonder what they're going to do with that picture,
I don't know.
It don't matter to me. So from the Incense village, we actually are taking 2 buses. So the first one we took was the 91, and then we're taking the 27. It costs 15,000 dong per person, which is like under $1. So see the world, save $1. We're on the public transportation, and we're the only ones here.
Alright, so we just ate at 4-Piece Pizza. We saw a few of these around Hanoi last night, so we want to stop in today to try some of this pizza. It was really good. I had a margarita pizza with mushrooms, and he had the bolognese. So
the bolognese and the pizza were good. Just look at what our place looked like at the end. But for real, happy to be here, but I need to get Vietnamese food. Pizza, listen, I'm in Vietnam, I need Vietnamese food. Let's go next, guys. I just told you guys that I was in the mood for real Vietnamese food, and we came to none other than Bun Cha Huong Lien. I'm sorry I'm butchering their names, but I came here because I saw Barack Obama and Anthony Bourdain eat here. But let me tell you, whoever recommended it to them, thank God for you, because this food was phenomenal. I got the Obama special because, you know, that's my president. And it was probably one of the best meals I've ever had in my life. Michelin stars, if this is a Michelin star, it needs to be. It's so good. That thing fucked. So we just had a good power nap. Jet lag is hitting us a little bit, but we're getting up and out. We're heading towards the old quarters because we're about to go on an overnight bus. So stay tuned. It started to rain, so I don't think we missed too much, but we'll see if it's lively out here. Over to the old quarters, and we're here on the sleeper bus with Sapa Dragon Express, and we only paid $17 a night, and it's an overnight bus. I'm 6'1", I'm able to fully stretch out. It has USBs for charger, it has Wi-Fi on the bus, so I'm gonna get probably the best sleep that I've gotten so far, and this is an amazing journey. Liv, are you ready for this? All right. Let's go. Good morning, good morning. We woke up in another town. We're in Sapa, and that was a beautiful ride. I slept like a baby. We got here at 4:30 in the morning, but we chilled a little bit before so the sun could rise. So it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. And Sapa is completely different than Hanoi. It's a lot more quiet. It's more local. And and we're excited to walk to Cat Village, so come with us along the way.
Yes, I'm really enjoying it. Let's see what else.
Also, it is a lot colder here, so as you guys see, we have our jackets on, but let's hope that when the sun rises a little bit more, it'll be a lot warmer.
Yeah, I'm cold.
So already I'm loving Sapa. You have the mountains in the background, the sun is rising, you have those great orange hues. We're walking along the lake. It's beautiful here, guys.
Yes, I'm more of a nature girl than a city girl, so this is really my vibe.
City boys, we up now though. This kind of reminds me a lot of Machu Picchu when we went to Peru. Alright, so we were walking and we stopped at Nature View Hotel because the spectacular views. It has floor-to-ceiling windows and beautiful views. We're literally in the clouds right now and the sun was rising and it was just amazing, so we had to eat here. So I got the traditional Sapa meal, which is honey grilled chicken, fried rice, steamed vegetables, and fried spring rolls. And Liv got the scrambled eggs with tomatoes, chives, and garlic. And all of this together was only about $8 US, which is phenomenal. But let's head out and let's go to Cat Cafe. Alright, so in order to enter Cat Village, we had to purchase these tickets, and they were 150,000 Vietnamese dong, which is more or less $6. So let's head in. So we're here in Cat Village, we're walking around, and there's a lot of different things to see. We walked down towards the water wheel, and the great thing that we came so early is we're one of the only people here besides the little kids. And this is a real local village, it looks like, even though it is a super touristy area as well. The water wheel was super cool because we saw the water flowing, and I don't know the science behind it, but it looks really cool. And then we walked over to the Mystic Forest.
Yes, we're at the Mystic Forest now, so there's a lot of bamboo trees, and it's just really cool to see, really nice to be surrounded in nature. Alright, so we walked down some pretty steep steps, but it was so worth it because now we're here at the Cat waterfall, which is so incredible to see.
It's so beautiful. There's a lot more people here now than in other areas, but it's clear because of the beautiful waterfall here. So we just took a taxi from Cat Village to Sapa. It was 200,000 Vietnamese dong. And as soon as we got out, we got ambushed by so many little women. I've never seen so many in my life. They all came and tried to sell us everything in the whole world. They were really nice though, but they ambushed us. They divided us and they conquered.
They really conquered because we bought a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, it was very affordable and I love supporting locals, but it was so many of them.
We bought purses, we got scarves, we got things to hang on the wall, we got paintings, we got a lot of stuff.
Overall, it was only like $8, but we got ambushed. And then we walked into the Black Hamong, which is a restaurant, and we thought we were the only ones that were there, but it seemed like all the tourists go and eat, and everybody got ambushed in there as well. The food was really good. I got a set with a lot of really good food, and it even came with chicken on a cast iron skillet, and Liv got the vegetarian set as well.
Yes.
Really good though. Alright, so we just got dropped off. We're right here in Sapa again. We got our boba tea. Liv got the oolong tea, and we're right here. And we're right here checking out the lake views. Woo! Alright, so next up we switch bus companies and we're Sapa Express. Liv is chilling over there. I'm here, we're on the top. This was only $6 per person to go from Sapa to Hanoi, so come along a little tighter, but less than half the price. I think it's worth it.
6 hours.
Let's go. Alright, and we just had that 6-hour bus ride. And I did not get enough sleep. It was a little bit more shifty, but we're here in Hanoi, back in Hanoi. We're in the old quarters and we're heading to the night market. Hopefully we can get some good food over here now. So on the weekend, these streets are blocked off so cars cannot come. So the only people that are here are people walking and some motorbikes who shouldn't be here, but they're here anyway. So we walking down the night market. They got anything fake you want here. Very, very cheap, which is not my taste, but if that's yours, that's you. I ain't judging. I see a lot of fake J's. Please don't come and do that. I even see over here fake Legos. They say Link goes. But it's a cool vibe just to come down here and see all the stuff that they have. Maybe I'll get something. I don't know. You want the octopus? Go get the tentacle.
It's not for me.
Get the tentacle.
Unfortunately, that's for somebody else.
Okay. So from what we've seen so far in Vietnam, the night market, especially late Sunday night, because it looks like the market's going to close, the prices are a lot lower now. So like, if you guys want to see the world and save $1, come Sunday night at the night market and you get better rates. These 30-year-old knees still got it. But boy, Vietnam is not for tall people. So we are walking in Old Hanoi, and one of the only places that are open right now is Banh Mi Pho. So we decided to stop and get it. Now Banh Mi is like a traditional Vietnamese and French like mix. So you have the French baguette, and then it's a sandwich with different things inside. So Liv got the mushroom, and I got the minced beef. So we're really enjoying it, and it's really good here, guys. Good morning, good morning. Another beautiful day here in noisy Hanoi. We're heading out. It's pretty early. It's about a little before 8 o'clock because we do have another long day trip here to another part of Vietnam, and it's a bucket list place for the both of us. So let's stay tuned and let's head out. We stopped and got coffee, and I got a soursop special tea. I hope it's good, but we needed something to pick us up for this morning tour. So we're right at the Hanoi Opera House.
Yes, a couple of croissants, a couple of beverages to hold us through.
Alright, so we just got picked up in a limousine. We took about 2.5 hours to get here, and we just are here in Ha Long Bay with an amazing tour guide, Ben 10, and we're heading to the boat in a little bit, but first he's going to tell us about the history about Ha Long Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So here in Ha Long Bay, they actually have pearl farms here where they culture and cultivate different pearls in many different steps. So we learned about how they implant the nucleus, how they grow up and they harden in the different grades. This is similar to like when we were in Tahiti. So in Tahiti, I actually got her I got her a black Tahitian pearl ring, and we see some black Tahitian pearls here as well. So you have the white ones, you have the Australian, which ones are the really big ones, and you have the black.
Like yellowish.
Yeah.
And you also have the black pearls.
So yeah, learning a lot here.
to the boat cruise, and it's really nice. So there's actually 2 floors. The upstairs is outside, the downstairs is indoors, and there's dining. There's a lot of food, huge buffet, lots of vegetarian options, seafood options, meat options, food for days. It's so much food, so much fun.
And lots of different flavors as well. Upstairs is so nice. This water and the landscapes are amazing. There's over 1,000 islands here in Ha Long Bay, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site for a reason, and I'm loving it so far. Alright, so our boat just disembarked and we are here at T-Top Island, which is supposed to be beautiful because it has beautiful white sand beaches, but we're here because we are going to hike up. Now, T-Top is a Vietnamese man, and he's the second guest of the Soviets who went all the way into space, the second Soviet to go all the way to space, and we're going up his island. So let's go on this hike now. You ready, Liv?
I think so.
Let's go on this hike. So we made it to the top. It took us about 15 minutes, but 400 steps later, we have this beautiful panoramic views of the temple, and just check this out, guys.
Alright, so for our next stop here in Ha Long Bay, we had 3 different options. So you could either do kayaking on your own, you could do boat rafting where they'll paddle for you, or you could do the speedboat. So we chose the speedboat.
And the speedboat was amazing. It was thrilling. It's a little bit chilly right now because we're in the winter, but well worth it. And it was so fast. They were whipping us all over the place, and we had a great time. Right, Liv?
Yes, my hair will never be the same.
Alright, if you guys can tell, we're inside of a cave, and this is the biggest cave in all of Ha Long Bay. So there's 3 different caves and tunnels. The first one is the smaller cave, and we just went through. Now we're in the medium cave, and it is kind of crazy that it's medium because it's pretty big. It has these amazing stalactite formations and rocks, and they're just beautiful to see up here. But next up, we're going to the big cave, and they call it the big cave. This is the surprise cave, so let's go and let's see it.
Alright, so we made it all the way to the 3rd cave, and it's the largest cave in Ha Long Bay, and honestly, the videos and the pictures do not do it justice. I highly recommend you come see it for yourself. It is so impressive. It's probably my favorite cave I've ever been to.
It's so amazing because you walk in and at first you're surprised, but then you keep walking some more and you make a turn, and then you're like, wow, there's more. And then you make a turn and you're like, wow, there's more. It's like those infomercials, but wait, there's more. But it's definitely cool to visit and see. And altogether it took us like 40 minutes?
Yeah, about
40 minutes to walk around. So highly recommended to check out Surprise Cave.
Yes, there's stairs to go up and down like all throughout the cave, so just come prepared with sneakers.
Just got dropped off with an amazing day we had in Ha Long Bay. Now we're here in Old Quarters, and the area that used to be blocked off is not anymore, and it's full of motorbikes, so it's a crazy different vibe now. But headed to go get some coffee and get some good food here in Old Quarters.
So we're here at No Coffee, and as you can see, this place is literally covered with notes from head to toe, ceiling to the floor, and we added our own note as well. But besides the notes, the coffee is incredible. Like, I just tried their best seller, which is the coconut coffee, and it's probably the best coffee I've had in my whole entire life. I'm not even exaggerating.
I got this mango and orange smoothie, and it's really good as well.
So if you come, definitely try this coffee because I can't recommend it enough.
So if you guys see this on the 2nd floor, be sure to tag us in it. I choose to explore. Alright, and I just ate at Pho Ten Lai Quoc Su, which actually is a Michelin star restaurant. The thing that I love about Vietnamese places is that they do one thing and they do it well. So they sell noodles and beef. That's it. Noodles and beef, and it's phenomenal. I would highly recommend, if you guys like some heat, throwing some chili in that, but great food here in Vietnam.
Alright, so after he had his pho, I went to this vegetarian restaurant called Met Restaurant, which is right up the street, and it was really good. I had a nice vegetarian curry, and it was delicious.
Good morning, another beautiful day here in Vietnam. This is our last day in the beautiful northern Vietnam. We're in Hanoi, but we're actually heading to Ninh Binh. So stay tuned, let's get on. Alright, so it took us about 2 hours to get here in Ninh Binh, and it was a nice scenic ride. We actually went on a luxury limousine, and I had the most legroom that I've ever had. It was amazing. But we're here in Ninh Binh, and it's beautiful. Still a little bit more quiet, but the limestone, I don't know, is amazing here. But let's figure out where we're gonna go. Alright, so here in Ninh Binh, we're doing the Trang An route, and this one takes about 3 hours, they said, and it's supposed to cruise through the limestone
Rocks.
limestone rocks.
We're gonna learn all about it.
Yeah, it was a $250,000, which is like $10 per person in order to do it, which is good for 3 hours. So let's go and check it out. First, we also got breakfast. So I got a sourdough ham and cheese sandwich, and Liv got a chocolate croissant and coffee. So we just punched our tickets. It's supposed to be 4 people to a boat, but luckily Sophie over here was also waiting for another person, so we joined her group, and it's 3 of us going through Trang An. And it's just beautiful here. It's a misty day, makes it look kind of mysterious out here, but definitely beautiful. She's supposed to do all the work, but I have a paddle here too, so I'm gonna help her. Alright, so we just rode the boat all the way over here to the first temple in Ninh Binh, and this one is a smaller temple. What's really cool is that people come here and they buy the little fish food, and then they throw it in there, and there's some big koi fish here that hop out of the water to eat the food. Also, it's really cool to see the gold building, see the gold statues, and the many things that people offer here. Now listen, Ninh Binh is such a magical place. People come here for their weddings and their photo shoots. Just look at this. All right, so now we are heading Quang Toi. Quang Toi. Okay. Xin chào. As you see, it's dark in here, but let's roll. Gotta be careful because these caves go low, but watch your head. This is beautiful to be under the cave. It's lit up. You trying to race? Okay, so next up we're going to Hang Sang Sang Cave.
Yes.
Hang Sang. Alright, so we're going through our 3rd cave now. This is Hang Nang Jiu. Okay! So this is where you go to go get bent. This is what I look at. That's how I need to go.
That's what our guide said.
Alright, so now we're at our 2nd temple. This is Den Tran Tran Temple, and this one is a lot bigger. It's an island. We got off the boat and we started walking, and we couldn't even see the temple. So there's no really body here to guide us. So I found a way to the left that leads me up some stairs, and I think that this is the way to the temple, but we'll see. Stay tuned, guys. So we're on on to our next island. This one is beautiful because it actually has two temples. It has one smaller one and then a bigger one with so many gold statues, and also all these different fruits, vodka, butter cookies, things that they're offering over for Lunar New Year.
So we just did the Trang An Boat Ride, and we went through route number 1, where we got to see 9 caves and 3 temples, and it only took us about 2.5 hours.
And that's because I was laboring. I was really pulling too. But it definitely was a beautiful experience. It was definitely felt kind of mystical because we were there in the clouds the whole time. When we came here around 9:30 in the morning, there weren't that many boats out. But now that we're coming in, it's like 12 o'clock now, and there's a lot more people and a lot more boats out, which is fine as well.
So our guide was very, very nice, but she really only spoke Vietnamese, and she taught us a lot of different words and the pronunciations. I'm not sure if I know everything, but I had a great lesson on the boat.
So I highly recommend this one, guys.
So we just ate at Minh Khoi right here in Ninh Binh as we wait for our bus to head back to Hanoi. And it was really great. I had some vegetarian spring rolls, which were a little bit different because it was actually almost like a corn tortilla, fried corn tortilla around the spring roll. And I really enjoyed the vegetable noodles. That was so good. And of course, I had to try the coconut coffee here since I loved it so much at Note Coffee. And I realized I just love coconut coffee because it was just as good.
I got some beef and vermicelli and peanuts, a lot of different things, but phenomenal flavor here. I think I love Vietnamese food for real. And we made it here to the Hanoi Airport, and it has been an amazing 5 days here in northern Vietnam. We went to Hanoi, Sapa, Ninh Binh, Ha Long Bay, and we had an amazing time. Don't worry, our time in Vietnam is not over. It is just going to the next destination. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss that one. So thank you guys so much for watching our channel. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one.